I'm here in Halifax with folks who are riding the route of the Energy East pipeline. So if you want to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, hi, I'm Zed. I'm Alex.
And Diana. I'm Shannon.
Okay, cool. How's the ride been so far?
It's been really great. It's been challenging, but yeah, it's been good. We've met a lot of really cool people.
Awesome. And so what kind of motivated you guys to get on your bikes and do this?
Well, I'm actually from the States and followed a lot of the Keystone XL resistance for the past few years, and was talking with some good friends up in Canada and learned about the developments of the pipeline to bring the oil sands to the east, and was really interested and been happy to be here and learn more about the region and the resistance that's already been building, and figured the best way to follow that was to get on our bikes and kind of live a fossil-free summer, to connect with people face to face all along the route that the pipeline is going through, and start to build some resistance as the plans develop to hopefully not bring energy east to production.
So what are you hearing from people as you're kind of traveling through the region?
We're hearing a lot about the need for jobs, especially in Cape Breton. People wanting to make sure that they'll have jobs, and so we're finding ways to communicate that this pipeline isn't the best way to bring jobs to these communities. It often gets messaged that it's jobs versus the environment or jobs versus water, and it's not that. We can have both, and we can do it very well.
Great. And what's been the most challenging part of the ride so far?
We're learning a lot about bike maintenance. I think that's definitely going to be challenging throughout the summer. But it's a good challenge to have to start to learn about other ways that we can be transporting ourselves, especially as we are, trying to live in a way that's fighting an oil pipeline. There's a lot of different ways to live, so it's good to have those challenges. Other challenges?
Yeah, I think bike struggles have been the biggest so far, and also just like riding so much, we don't have so much time to like keep in touch with all the people that we want to, because we've met a lot of cool people that we haven't been able to invest as much time in, I think, as we would have liked, because we've had to keep moving. But it's kind of the nature of the trip. We get to meet cool people and move on and meet more people, and hopefully connect them with each other.
Cool. And I'm going to ask each of you to say kind of what your top fear is if the pipeline does go ahead. So maybe starting with...
For me, my fear is the sense of locking us into another phase or chapter of our dependency on fossil fuels. I think we're reaching a bit of a crossroads as a society, and we need to tap into human ingenuity. We need to tap into the progressive thinking that we're very capable of, and move to a chapter of a greener environment and a greener way of life, rather than stalling ourselves in yet another wave of fossil fuel extraction and devastation of the earth and devastation of people's livelihoods.
Great. That's a big fear. How about you? Anything to add?
Yeah, I'm definitely also worried about the commitment that we're making if we allow Energy East to go through, and how obvious that will make our values as a country, what we're going to commit ourselves to, whether it's 40 more years of tar sands oil or whether we actually want to try and do something different. And then also I'm from Ottawa, and the pipeline would cross the Rideau River and spill could make it all the way from the Rideau to the Ottawa and just wreck the whole landscape around there. It's a heritage site, the Rideau River is, and it's a big part of what makes the city of Ottawa what it is. So for me, a spill in the Rideau is the other thing that I'm definitely afraid of.
Mm-hmm. And right where the decisions are being made, interestingly enough.
It's fitting.
Yes. How about yourself? Yeah.
Similar to these guys, and being from the States, I definitely connect mostly to this on an international kind of level of like, this is the largest carbon reserve currently under extraction in North America, and to me, I fear that if we commit to expediting extraction of the tar sands, that's really a global threat, and this is one of our best opportunities to say no and to leave a massive amount of carbon in the ground where it really needs to stay. And so I think it's that idea of, like, as an international community, this is a point of solidarity, and I fear that if we don't stand up to the tar sands in every direction that they're trying to get it out of the ground, then we'll have a much larger international crisis than we already do with climate change. So that's kind of where I stand.
Awesome. How about yourself? Yeah.
It's that too, that it's just like perpetuating this horrible, terrifying direction that we're already going in. Like, and that it's locking us into more time, that we're reliant on fossil fuels, and that we're hurting ourselves and hurting all the beings around us, and our land and our water. Oh, it just, yeah, it makes me sad that I think that we're behaving on, like, fear for our economy and fear for other things, when we can address those things in a more well-rounded way, in a way that's not so knee-jerk.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much, you guys. Is there some phrase that you guys say to each other when it's a really steep hill, or a tire breaks, or the wind is blowing against you that keeps you going? Keep pushing forward. Oh, that's awesome. What's your next stop?
Next stop is Windsor. We're going through the valley. Yeah, and then we'll head on to St. John.
Okay, great. Well, best of luck, and we'll be following you. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
There are other things. Woo.